in day 2. So Ghost, as far as I'm concerned, is the quickest to adapt. Meanwhile, you heard Soto up there saying, "Oh, we're still learning. Ghost is like, "Nah, we know what we want to do.
We ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you here. I'm gonna put you there. We're gonna win this."
Finding your identity is so crucial, and making sure your teammates are all on the same page.
Yeah, well, they had to be on the same page for our maps, picks, and bans, because now let's see where we're going to be going for our first battleground here in this series. Starting things off, Foundation's going to get banned. We saw EU's Finest dominate in the last game there, 7-0 on Foundation. Forge Redux, which we have yet to see played. Woe is me. But then we're going to start with District to kick things off. What's going to be map number 2, or map number 2 in this series, Training Ground. So 2 new maps to start things off here, Riz.
I'm not surprised by this at all. I could already see Ghost being amazing on District. Meanwhile, Training Grounds is one of those very wide open maps that I could see Sam and Crash loving that top spot that we saw a lot of players take in that second series.
Yeah, and if necessary, we'll be going to Dam for game number 3. Now, let's get some predictions out there.
Yeah, you know
Where
what?
Where are we going?
You know what? Glory has not won a map so far, even in the Switch stage, but they have kept it close. So we'll see if they learn something so far. Ghost kind of got the map cycle they wanted. They got Dam, they got Training Grounds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, for me, I got to go Ghost Gaming. You know, I can't go against the #1 LATAM team out there in the world.
Ghost Gaming in 2 or Ghost Gaming in 3?
Ghost Gaming in a quick 2.
So I've been asking for map 3s all day, and I haven't been getting them, and that's not a bad thing. What that goes to show you is Escalation's the type of game type where the better team is winning. The better team is clutching it out.
And it was like that in Gears 4 as well.
Yes, and that being said, Ghost Gaming is the better team here. The maps, in my opinion, are in their favor. These are newer maps. I think they're quicker to adapt. This should be a hot 2-0.
Oof, man. The desk is calling for a 2-0. Some saying it's going to be spicier than others. Well, of course, guys, we want you to tell us who you think is going to win. Make sure you get out there and vote on that poll. But for now, we're going to send it over to your casters. You got PR making his debut here all the way from Poland. It's Veli. Take it away, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, first off, I want to say that is the most handsome analyst desk I've ever seen in my life. But I want to welcome every single one of you to the Boost Mobile casting desk. I'm Veli, and right here is my man PR. It's been a while, man.
It's been a long while.
Last time I saw you, we were in Mexico casting Ghost Gaming.
Yep, and it was a nice match, and they were winning that entire time.
Yeah.
I got to kind of go with Funky Bunch duo over there on the desk, Ribs. This is looking like it's going to be a hot 2-0. You know,
you think so?
It was mainly I was talking to Glory actually before the match, and to me, my question for them was, how are their Super Slayers going to perform? How are Pell and Godplays going to perform on this meta? They said they should be able to be good. They should be able to continue off where they left off, but we've seen what happened to Mazer. They're the similar type of players. You know, the ones that come from Underground with Mortys and Hezi, similar to Pell and Godplays. So you got to question, do they have the knowledge behind the game right now in order to succeed?
For those of you that voted online, we see 82% of you guys voted for Ghost Gaming, only 18% for Glory. That's disrespectful, man. We have a champion on that team. But in regards to Glory, I feel like District is a perfect map for them to play on, especially for the first map, because shot for shot, I know that Crash and Soto can keep up with the secondary prowess that Ghost Gaming has with all the players there in Latin America, but it's going to be all about slaying. Like Golden Boy said, they're going to have to know when to be aggressive and when to take over the match.
No, I agree with you 100%, because if you look at the match prior with EU's Finest and Mazer, even though it looked like Mazer was actually beating them towards that B fight, EU's Finest won about, like I said, 8-3 in the first map when it comes to First Blood, and they used that to take over the rest of the round. And you got to think the same thing should kind of happen here on District, to where, they make one mistake, it's going to be over.
That's going to be rough. But you know what, man? On the screen right there, the guy with the nice hair, I'm going to have to say that the X factor is going to be Godplays. Godplays in Season 1 for Gears 4 was such a standout player. He was such a standout fragger, entry fragging, playmaker. He did it all. In order for them to actually upset Ghost Gaming and ruin the predictions of the 2-0s from Ghost Gaming that the analyst said, they're going to have to kick things off right here on District, but map #1 on board with Identifs.
See, they're already pushing across for that home hill to home hill setup. You see Monkeys, you see Identivs. They're making sure they get that middle of the map, so that way no one from Glory can kind of travel through without either being noticed or shot down, because both teams, if you see on the uptime where B is at, they're kind of playing it passive. No one's really going for that play just yet.
And take a look at the standstill over at Bandstand. You have Identivs holding it down, but also Chaos holding it down on the other side of the map as well. Crash, if he moves up, no, he's going to get attacked by 2 players. The Sleeper actually hits some shots with his support weapon. They can get an early kill. You see the tag coming through immediately, so it's going to be all up to Des and I. We call him Desagon, getting hit with a reaction shot. He's in the back immediately, baiting the other player to go ahead and get full red. But fighting for his life, Deza was able to get away. He's not going to team kill Monkeys. And hey, everything's right so far.
Like I said, look at that slow play towards B. You got Pell, you got God plays. I talked about these guys kind of being the super slayers. It's a little crazy to me that they're not really pushing forward just yet, but it is round number 1. There is no weapon to fight for. If you look at the score right now, Ghost has a fraction of a second lead, so if neither team makes a play, Ghost should come out victorious.
This is perfect because looking at the minimap, I see that everybody on Glory, they're playing extremely passive. You have 1 player in Juice Stand, but 2 players over in Arcade at the A Hill. If Ghost Gaming start to team up and push Juice Standard or the A Hill, they will have the number advantage single-handedly. But if they push Juice, that's going to play. The 2v1 will work out in their favor. But still, at a standstill, both teams are starting to fill themselves out. We're now going to hit the 100-point mark for both teams.
Yeah, it's really interesting right now because Glory, they have that fraction of a second where they're down, so I would look to them to kind of make the play. And then Ghost Gaming, they have the control of the middle and that lower side of the map. They can kind of see where people are going and make their rotations from there. But what's really interesting right now, if you look at what's going on towards this theater side of the map, Chaos, he has a flashbang, so anybody from Glory trying to move over towards that top side, he should be able to get the stun. It is going to come out, taking control of that neutral zone, possibly putting himself in a bad spot. His teammate with the flash to save him, backing up for just a moment, but that's a lot of damage he's putting out to get the hit kill on Godplays. Not even his initial target, but he's going to keep it going with the rest of the squad. This is a great opening for Ghost.
But coming around, Cinema, Chaos able to pick up 1 kill, right behind another, helping his teammate out. He's able to get the down and the revive, but watching a shot, Dezo is finally going to be up, and here goes the first kills of the game. Ghost Gaming starting off hot with Crash also going to the graveyard. And you know what the beauty about this game is? You can't just throw away lives anymore like we used to in Gears 4. You're going to have to be precise with all your shots and play it safely. And Ideals was unable to do that. He's going to go down, and wow, Monkeys getting a double kill, getting a headshot on Soto. Ghost Gaming, they're running through Glory right now.
Monkeys, he's not even dead just yet, so he's staying alive with the help of Sleeper. That is 5 dead from Glory. And there's one thing I want to point out right now from this guy, Monkeys, right?
Yeah.
You know why he got that triple kill right there? He wished it. You want to know why he wished it? Because today is this man's birthday.
Really?
And what a better thing to wish for than a round 1 victory over this Glory squad, and he's starting off hot.
Monkeys is Superman. He's everything for this team right now. He's actually the latest pickup for this roster, and ever since Ghost Gaming made that team change, they've elevated. They've been on an entirely different level. And with Identivs leaving to play in North America with their North American Ghost Gaming squad, this roster, this core, they got so strong together. And they were like, you know what? Yeah, our superstars playing, in the States now. We have to pick it up. They did exactly that, giving Optic Gaming a challenge and giving them an L over in Las Vegas. Now Identivs came back, Identivs came back home, and this team is just outright better than almost everybody, and not to mention they're undefeated so far.
I can honestly give a shout out to the former Ghost squad as well, because Identiv's kind of coming over. They kind of taught him like a super hyper aggressive play style that he was able to bring back to his old squad that had the teamwork aspect down. You're able to combine that, and you got one of the best Latin American teams in the history of the game.
Yeah, so take a look at Bandstand. We're going to have a 1v1, which is quickly going to turn into a 1v2. But over here looking over B, Chaos. He's going to have a standstill with Soto. Both players scared to move, but Chaos strewn across the map as Identivs is going to take Godplays out the game. Finding himself in a little team fight, Monkeys is going to be a bit aggressive, but Identivs is able to pick up the Markster, which is going to be huge. These Latin American players are the best with support weapons, hands down.
Identiv's quickly turning it over to Monkeys. I almost want to see Monkeys find Sleeper and just hand deliver it to him. But quick play by Monkeys. He's backing up, putting that marks of damage from across the map, going to cap his hill because they already trail 30 seconds. But realistically, Veli, it's not too much of a disadvantage right here, especially early on in the rounds. And if you see the way they dominated the end of last round, it's not even just begun yet.
And take a look at Cinema. We're going to have a 3v2, and I don't know if they have the intel just yet, but moving towards B Hill, we're not going to have a big fight as you see on the other side of the screen. Soto's going to be full red, but he's going to pull out on top. Getting the kill on Chaos, challenging Sleeper. Playing it safe is going to be key. Currently being pushed, he's going to whip out his Nasher, and once again wins the 1v1. Crash getting a double kill. Glory starting to put their name on the board.
You said this man's a champion. He might have heard me. He might have heard the desk, and he's showing up right now. Soto, not scared to go in and make a play when you need it. Crash He's going to be the center line for this Glory squad, watching the center, but he's not scared to make a play either. You see them pushing up on the birthday boy, his monkeys. He's taken out by God Plays, and this is where the quick rotation, the quick teamwork is going to come out from Glory. You see them already moving up, but God Plays, he was caught off guard by Dezo, and a nice double kill by Dezo as Chaos gets another one across the map. So quickly, 3 dead from Glory when everything was beginning to go right for him.
I was just about to say, powers and numbers, and Glory has all it takes, but once they split up, Ghost Game, they're able to split the two and get a double kill, and with the trade coming in, that's nice, and clean up the kill on Hell. So, a few trades back and forth. The Swarm, they're ready to dominate. 3 more seconds to go, but Glory, they're able to get into their home hill, and they're able to live for another moment.
All of those kind of taking control of the marks on it, and you got to notice the marks is in the center line, so you will not see that marks in place on either side. So for Ghost Gaming to continuously have control over it in round number 2, that puts yourself in a really big advantage, because you also got to take note they also did give a utility grenade to one of their teammates as well.
All right, so you see God Plays trying to work the middle, and yeah, he's called out big time. Scouts is able to pin him down. It's almost as if they're not communicating. They're not giving out the proper intel to go ahead and make those type of flanks, make those type of pushes. And what's going to be the result of that? Soto and Pell, they're going to be locked up in this area at the moment, unable to move from anywhere. Lotto Sam is currently pinned down against a Marxa, held by Denims. Glory, they're being choked out right now. What's the play that they can do to actually... This could be it. If Lotto Sam's able to get this kill, able to get the melee off, but no. Chaos ruined any chance of a Cinderella story.
Yeah, you got to wonder what is Glory going to do to get back in this round. Honestly, I don't think there's anything they can do. So I'm over here looking at Vital, Pell, the 2 members dead from Glory, and I want to take note if they're going to go ahead and attempt to try and spawn due to bad habits. We see some players in the last match do just that. Vital Sam, you see him not spawning up. He knows the round is over. Ghost go ahead and go up 2-0. And this is already looking like what we were talking about. Ghost is coming out hot, the #1 team in Latin America.
So the one thing that they're definitely doing that Glory isn't doing, Glory, they're playing too passive, man. You take a look at the initial pushes, Glory, they always hold back so much more than Ghost Gaming do. Ghost Gaming, they push the issue over towards the middle. They make sure juice and info are heavily applied by all types of Lancer fire pressure. And Glory, they're going to have to find a way to attack. If you sit back and have Ghost Gaming create the tempo and make all the pushes into the mid-hill and whatnot, there's nothing you're going to do. You're conceding the entire map to them. I'm going to see more aggressive gameplay, especially coming from Sam and God Plays.
Yeah, and like we talked about, like something I mentioned when we first got brought in is Pell and God Plays, the Super Slayers. How are they going to be able to adapt? We've seen these underground style of players that kind of emerge that don't really have a competitive background, but they're trying to step into that. They're not really adapting too well. We've already seen it a couple times in the Swiss matches. We've seen it, in the matches before with Mazer, and it's just continuing on. So I'm looking at these 2 guys to kind of break the cycle and come out. Pell, to me, was one of the biggest surprises on the scene, winning a regional with Optic Gaming and continuing the damage the rest of that season with United.
All right, but ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and, you know the players, you know the teams, but let's dig even deeper. Let's go into a listening for Ghost Gaming.
Atrás de B, alguien venga conmigo, lo matamos. Voy, por la está llegando ellos. El va por... Yo también, espérame. Hay una B, espérame que yo. Está jugando bien, Down. Bueno, vete para allá. Otro cartel. Sigue dándole, pucha ese cabrón. Puedo cambiarme. No, hay otra aquí. Estoy cambiando B. ¿Dónde está con ustedes? ¿Dónde está ahí? Yo tengo una flash. Tengo una flash aquí. Ellos vienen para acá, hermano. Quédate bien, hermano. Yo quedé Viene. Tú por allá. Yo no les puedo ayudar, yo soy completamente jumpa. Rojo los dos. Yo voy a pinchar, sí. Vamos a uno. Hecho mierda, 91. 91. Salté mal, güey. Su home te puchó acá y... Salimos, tranquilos. Arriba. Salimos. Ya los puntos, estamos listos. Voy por su lado, estoy haciendo una verga. Vete contra. Ahora sí que te vas a presionar, creo, Salimos al balcón y vamos a aquellos. Yo le puedo ayudar. Vamos con Kiss, estamos aquí con Kiss. Vamos a morir. Cuidado. Vamos, Kiss, Sale Kill. ¿Quiere matarme, No se apen. Get down. Está bien. 2 semanas, está bien. Nice. Voy para home. Se trató de llegar. ¿Aguantamos? ¿Reponemos sí o no?
No.
¿Salimos?
Ancho, échame al otro.
Mándale fuerte.
Una verga, Link.
¡Otro! ¡Otro!
Está aquí, con frente mío.
¡Está rojo el pendejo! ¡Está rojo el frente mío!
Vamos a ver. Yo estoy intentando por mí. Soy un puente.
¡Está ahí! ¡Que hay
Ayuda a subir. Escucha.
¡Hay dos! ¿Quieres ir?
Tiene que cambiar. Me voy a caer.
Vamos con todos. 96, güey. 96.
Cayó Pel. Lo va a agarrar hoy,
Vamos, go.
Van a ir a nuestro home,
Este juego es una mierda. No salga.
¿Cuántas vidas quedan?
Yo salgo.
No, es... ¿Sí?
Atrás.
Tenemos que recuperar.
Ven.
Voltete. Dice el boy.
Mono.
¡Hecho mierda!
Wow, cabrón.
Lo he tirado.
Dale, mata rápido.
Ya ganamos. Buena, cabrones.
Buena,
qué buena ronda,
Qué
güey.
buena ronda.
Ey,
No digas lo del juego, es una mierda, güey, ¿sabes? Estábamos en listening, cabrón.
What a treat for our huge Latin American community here in Gears of War. And PR, you're Puerto Rican. Did you understand any of that?
I mean, I didn't understand much, but I do know they were playing fully aggressive.
Yeah.
And you saw there, kind of for a moment, Glory was beginning to try to make a comeback. They were winning most of that round, but Ghost, they were able to be calm. They were able to cool, collected, and they go forward. You look at Sleeper in the camera right now. He's having fun. He's smiling. And even the King of Mexico right there, Danny Idenivs, is
The
just,
king.
you know, no sweat on his back. Another ranked match. This is a scrim for them.
But it did get kind of scary. When Ghost Gaming was pitching into Pergola and also Arcade, you saw Glory start to fight back, and they were able to push the fight all the way back to Bandstand and Cinema. But Ghost Gaming, you know, they calmed down their comms. They're able to come together. First winning Bandstand, moving towards Cinema, and then next thing you know, they win the round. That was the best fight, that Glory has had so far. But we're going to need better. I mean, outright, we're going to need better. That aggression, they weren't able to match up against Ghost Gaming. Hey,
100%, but that's the start. That's what me and you were asking for from this Glory squad. They needed to be a little bit more aggressive and begin to make these plays, or at least not scared to be making these plays, because we saw it kind of in the first round. They were kind of lined up, ready to use their Lancers almost the entire time. So interesting to see how this round's going to play out. You see them already starting with the aggression just a little bit. That's going to be God plays with First Blood. Dezenai doing what he can to even that one out, but Marksa in control of Ghost Gaming yet again.
Yeah, but take a look at Ghost Gaming dominating Bandstand currently. They found themselves in a 2v2 and pushing in. Vital, he's going to have to win this to go big, but taking out Monkeys is going to be the first step. And utilizing numbers, Idenivs, he's going to be chased away. But Pale causing the choke. They're giving Idenivs so much room and so much time to run away. Both players with a shotgun out, no Lancer out. They're finally able to get him down. But Sam, the over-aggressive, is he going to be able to get this kill? And with a player coming out wide, yeah, Sam is just about done for. The aggression didn't pay off, and Sleeper is going to come up with the kill.
Yeah, I want to give Sleeper, he's one person I know. In this game, Sleeper's just on another level. I was back there, you know, talking to him, and, you know, playing around, playing a couple games, trying to get in the minds of Ghost here. And Sleeper, man, he was dominating.
Oh, big
He was
time.
dominating. Dan, he had Idenivs turning around, trying to take it serious in a warm-up.
Now, it's pretty interesting because Ghost, they're giving Glory the B hill in the cinema every single time because the main focus is obviously going to be the Marksa over at Bandstand. So right now, the home hill and the B hill currently under control by Glory. You see those Latin Americans now pitching in. The flashbang comes out, but it's not going to be effective. A little bit of wasted utility, and with 70 seconds left on the clock, Glory can actually pick up their very first win. And with another flashbang out, the support player is going to currently be blinded, and now we're going to have all three players pitching in towards Cinema. Yeah, but the attack was delayed, and now they're just going to retreat.
Yeah, nice shots landed by Soto, and I do believe that's going to be Crash as well. Somebody's on their second half, which is going to be the Pergola over there, trying to put as much fire down. Crash, he's going to go get one before getting taken out. That's a double for Chaos. A third one picked up by Sleeper as well. Another 4 dead, or 3 dead by Glory. You can expect Ghost Gaming to kind of press up with this advantage, especially trailing about 100 points. And especially another kill like that. Multiple members dead. And Soto accidentally spawning up here at the end of the round. Can he make it worth?
And Sam in that 2v3 play against Ghost Gaming over near Cinema, he stopped answering, and that was the difference maker. Ghost took advantage of that. But in this huge 1v1, Soto's gonna run away. He's nowhere near a home hill. Ghost Gaming, 4 in a row. Glory still praying for a round to go their way.
Wow.
This is bad, PR.
Ghost is literally taking rounds on their own accord, and then they're stealing rounds right out from under. Glory right there. You got to think on the side, I think that was Crash and Soto who kind of spawned up there at the end while the rest of their teammates were down. There were, I want to say 5 dead at one point, but somebody kind of spawned up at the end to keep that round going, which was Soto. You're wasting 2 lives, kind of throwing them away. When the round is over, I get what he's thinking in his mind, especially because the score was about 220 plus, but you're 5 dead. You're not reaching your home hill, especially against the squad that is so hot right now.
By the way, this looks amazing. I'm gonna give a shout out to ELEAGUE, man. Once I heard ELEAGUE was picking up Gears of War for this event, I got hyped. I was all the way in Europe, and when I heard the news, I couldn't believe it. The fact that we're here, great production, great staff, it's been amazing. But here we are. Disable has been placed. Yeah, the shot grenade is gonna be out for 3 rounds, and let's see if Glory is gonna have a little bit of luck on their end. And for the observer, if we could go ahead and take a look at stats, I saw something interesting. Take a look at that. 23-4 for Dezenite.
22-6 for Sleeper.
That's
a guy like they talked about on the desk. He revolutionized that Marksha play, or at least being one of the guys that kind of revolutionized it. In this game, I've seen Monkeys and Identivs with it more times than him. You see Identivs picking it up again. Controlling that bandstand has been the name of the game for Ghost, and they're using it. And I think that's just because they have players like Sleeper who can go out, make plays like this, going for a nice double kill. That Marksha's putting so much damage down. Sleeper's cleaning up yet another one. I want to see him go for it. Never mind.
You know what? It's fine, though. It's fine. He's going to be all right. But Identivs is coming up right behind him. 15-5. This whole team, it looked like they're playing a ranked match in bronze right now. You'll love to see it. But the aggression from Ghost Gaming just proves to be way too dominant. And that marks the play from Identivs is just nasty. Yeah. Hell is forced to go and cover, and there's nowhere for them to go. All right.
See, Glory, they're trying to make this push outward. They're trying to force Identivs back, but Ghost has full control. Flashbang coming out. That could be a beautiful flash, especially if the members of Ghost are going to push. Multiple members are going down. That's a 2v3 with a couple of cross, and 3 members of Glory will fall. Make that 4. Vital Sam, last one alive. I don't think anybody from Glory is going to even have a chance to touch the hill, let alone spawn.
That was a perfect play. That was a perfect play. Identivs holding back with the marks. The flashbang coming into play, and all of Ghost Gaming, they push at the right moment, at the right time. The thing with Glory, when Identivs was pinning them down and they waited, I mean, what are you going to do camping, turtling into 2v3? You're going to have to push that 2v2 ultimately, because the third player behind you, he's not really supporting you the way that he should. So being in that fight, you know that it's now or never. The more that you wait, the more an advantage you're going to give Identivs to work around that fountain to get a better shot to stop any type of push that you're planning to currently make.
Yep, and Ghost has just been one heck of a defensive team, but at the same time, they're not even being defensive. They're just catching you on your push while they're making their push. We talked about Ghost Gaming being one of the first teams to kind of adapt to the new game, set the pace, set the meta, and that's exactly what they're going to do. And I want to take note of that Marks's spawn that was placed in the very beginning of the game by, I do believe it was Glory, but Ghost, they're choosing to go down for that Marksa, and they're getting it. They're giving up the B hill. There's nothing up there, so once they get that Marksa, they can easily rotate it around a Juice or over towards ATM side, and then from there, they use it as a support weapon to take over the rest of the map.
All right, here we are. Glory's finally starting to be aggressive, and Monkey's going to go ahead and get a team kill, but that's going to be 2 straight deaths for Ghost Gaming. Glory finally having a little bit of an advantage, and I need to see more aggression. I want to see them fly around the map, and that's exactly what they're doing. Monkey's currently pinned down, and he's able to pick up a kill. Yes, he lost the war, but I mean, hey, winning that one fight was everything for Ghost Gaming. Is 3 players now coming out of spawn. But take a look at what's happening with the X-rays at the top of your screen underneath the Ghost banner. You have another 2v1 happening for Glory. Now that they're able to win that against Chaos, they can hit a crucial flank to go ahead and help their team win.
Yep, Glory kind of pushed a little too far into the spawn, taken out by Ghost, especially the member spawning up. It's going to be Monkeys pushing across. Has a 1v1 in front of him. He's going to go ahead and try to fight it. He's feeling all the confidence in the world, especially against, I do believe that is Crash. Not necessarily the best shotgun in the world. We talked about being top support player. He's quickly going to be taken out by Sleeper. And you look at the numbers from Ghost. It looked like for a moment they were going to go and try and travel to make a play for B. They ran through middle and forced that home hill to home hill play. And that's been Ghost Gaming on this first half. Not scared to go and overextend towards the home hill. Glory has yet to be able to think of anything to go for a stop. So from here, you got to think, where is their strategy over forcing a weapon towards Cinema or something? Force the fight over there, change it up, because right now on these double home hill fights, it's not going your way. As you see, finally Monkeys is going to go down, but the numbers are still there for Ghost as Sleeper picking up yet another one on God Plays.
No, it's not stupid pushes, it's precise aggression. Ghost Gaming, they're pushing when the time is right, and the 2v3 is quickly turning into a 2v1, where Vital Sam currently fighting for his life. Sleeper is going to clear with that kill, and wait, yeah, the B-Hill is currently capped. There was a player that was left alive for Glory, so...
God Plays has no spawns, though. That's gonna be it. God Plays wasted his last spawn. He should be able to go to the next round with 2 spawns. He spawned in as the last one live. And this brings me back. I don't want to harp on it too much, but how these Super Slayers are going to adapt, and right now, it doesn't look like it's happening.
That's rough. That's rough. I'm still shocked to see that it's almost as if Glory, they're afraid to get into these gunfights. Whenever you see a 1v1 or a 2v2, a 3v2 in your favor, at this point in time, being down 0-6, push it, try your luck. You know, well, what is there to lose? But also off of the initial, they were finally aggressive towards the middle. I don't know all the costs yet because this is probably the 3rd day that we played the game. But that middle banner in the middle of the map, in between Bandstand and Cinema, we saw Glory finally be aggressive. Yes, they didn't win the team fight, but hey, it was a first step that helped them be able to spread out the map. But stepping into this Ghost Gaming now on map point, 6-0 against Glory.
Right there we talked about, just go for it, Pell. He's going to go ahead and get first blood on Monkeys, but Sleeper, without a thought, tying that one up, taking one out, and he got 2 more people in front of him. There's 3 total for Glory still over here. Sleeper, he's staying alive. Didenum's getting another one as well, and this has been the train, and it won't stop.
Yeah, Pell running around 15-13 currently, trying to better his KDA. And yeah, Didenum's having the marks in his hands definitely isn't going to help the case, as he's able to pick up a headshot from not too far away. But God Plays left alive, currently struggling. -7 when it comes to his kills and deaths. Everybody on Glory not able to find their footing, not able to find their rhythm, and they're not able to find a round.
You know what?
Okay.
Yeah, so let's go back. You see Crash, you see Vital kind of getting blinded out. Kind of a pre-flashbang nade, making sure any push they're going to make, you can't necessarily make it. And to me, that's the perfect time to do it. Sleeper's kind of dead. You force him to spawn up. You have an extra man on the map, but if you stop that push before it starts, that puts you in a good spot, allows him to rotate over. Dezenide, he's going to stop that push on Soto in the middle of the map. Now, Pell running down middle, trying to go for a flank. Goes for a reaction shot. Not able to make it happen. He gets caught off guard.
So Pell running in with the desperation with the Nasher instead of having his Lancer from mid-range. I mean, that spelled doom for him. He played it a little bit too aggressive this time. And God Plays trying to be the saving grace for his team. Able to just turn around with his gun, getting a nice chunk on Monkeys. Glory still fighting for their lives and holding down his D-Hill. It's going to be God Plays and getting shot from his left side. You can see that Pell's going to be able to help him out. Didenum's having a field day. Still, Ghost Gaming, the best player so far in this matchup with the Markser.
If you look at the score, around 25 seconds and the game is over.
Yeah.
Glory, they need to act fast, and they might not even be able to cap the hills right back because they still need to decap E. So their resources, their rotations, it needs to constantly be moving. It's going to be harder and harder to formulate plans as each second passes.
Yeah, I actually don't see a scenario where Glory can actually win this. I mean, Ghost Gaming to have it pinned down, throwing a flashbang out. It's going to work momentarily on Didenum's, and with the delayed aggressive push coming from Vital Sam, I mean, too much too late, so to say, as God Plays is finally able to get a kill on Chaos, but with the 2K coming on the side of Ghost Gaming, 10 seconds is all we need, and Ghost Gaming, they're going to be absolutely perfect so far in this series. 7-0 on this map, and that's going to be it.
Yeah, but it's a rough one if you're a fan of Glory, or if you're even on the stage playing right there. It's our second 7-0 of the night.
PR, you and I, we waited all day for this game, and this might be the fastest match we have so far at ELEAGUE.
Sometimes it be like that.
It bees like that. But what are some takeaways you have from this matchup?
Honestly, is just the pure dominance of Ghost. You know, First Blood's 5-2 in favor of Ghost, a 7-0 victory. They controlled the tempo the entire time, and realistically, the little shining moments that Glory had in that match was literally put to a stop. And you got to think, what does that do to your motivation? What does that do to your momentum? It kind of halts it. Doesn't give you an opportunity to get anything going.
Gears of War is all about setting the tone and momentum, and whenever you have one player on your team, they finish out a map with 11 kills. I mean, deaths, excuse me. There was only one player on Ghost Gaming that actually had double-digit deaths. But coming up next, we're going to have map number 2 coming right up.
Mate con él, me maté con él.
Dale, mátalo, mátalo rápido.
Ya ganamos, ya ganamos.
Bueno.
Buena, cabrones.
Watch out, Danny, watch out, Danny. Keep shooting, keep shooting.
What games are you guys playing?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We all saw map number 1 where Ghost Gaming pretty much had a dominating performance, winning 7-0, giving Glory no room to breathe at all, and that matchup was definitely insane. But once again, I'm going to be Veli, and I'm here casting for man PR.
Yo, and like you kind of said it there. There's nothing else to be said from there. They kind of just dominated Glory. And like we said, there were like 2, maybe 3 rounds. Glory showed some life, but they weren't able to solidify and close out those rounds, and that's something you got to be able to do. And I know I was talking about the Super Slayers, but you know, Soto's first time IGLing. You got Sam and Crash kind of trying to support. This is realistically a very new roster, so they kind of got some time to learn. And what more are just unfortunate that it's
They played Gears of War long enough, though, man. They should know the game by now. But this is a new game, new start. But Ghost Gaming, their last 2 placements, I believe, was 3rd and 2nd. So if they want to go ahead and keep up that trend, they might be shooting for that first place spot so far. They're undefeated here in ELEAGUE.
Yep, and looking like it's not going to stop.
It's the marks to play, man.
If it goes any bit, yeah, that's one thing as well.
Yeah.
There's, I think, about 10 rounds now. The recoil is a little bit lower as well, so if you guys are looking to use that weapon, you can kind of be one of the stars like this.
Yeah.
You could set the meta around, and that's something very, very interesting. You got a common meta here, but you got teams that kind of specialize in their own things, Ghost being one of the Marksa guys.
Yeah. In Latin America, they pretty much revolutionized the way that the Marksa is played. You saw, I didn't expect to see Identivs donning the Marksa most of the time, and Identivs, he went absolutely out, but we've seen Dezo use it and everyone else on this roster, and it just shows how versatile every single one of these players are in Latin America.
Yeah, exactly that. So map number 2, going to be on our second new map that we've seen in this series, or going to be seeing in the series, going to be Training Grounds. I had the treat of being able to watch Ghost Gaming play this one. Unfortunately, I didn't see much of Glory on this map just yet.
And you have a big team fight coming in towards the B hill. It's going to be a big 4v4, and with the nade coming out, it's going to be a flashbang. You have a few players stand currently, and Vital Sam using a great angle, able to get it down on Identivs and on his way to clean it up. Chaos, it's going to be the saving grace, getting the kill and the revive. Ghost Gaming starting off way too strong. As you see, Godplay is currently going down.
I think somebody either died up top or got downed up top. That's going to be Dezo, should be going up there cleaning that one out really quick as well. So Ghost Gaming starting off hot, kind of where they left off in the first map. And you see members of Glory spawning up. It looks like they're going to go for a little bit of a home hill to home hill push, or maybe they might just wait up, kind of wait for all 5 to push, and then go for that B again. As you see, that's exactly what they're going to do, while Soto rains down from the home hill, getting as much pre-damage as he can.
But pushing in the Monument, Glory, they're having a bit of a problem with Pell, is going to be leading the way. You have a lane of fire set up by Identivs, Chaos, and Dezo, basically leaving Glory all in one place. With the player going down and Vital Sam, they're pretty much stuck, you know, crabs in the barrel. So, with that happening, Soto's going to have to make a huge play, running down range and winning that 1v1 over in the King Raven area.
Yep, you see the slow push coming out. 4 members are pushing up the flashbang, not able to save him as Chaos. He's going to stop that push from the start. Luckily for them, Pell, he's going to go ahead and take out Chaos even in the fight. Make that a double kill from Pell. So 3 members of Glory finally with a strong footing here on the neutral hill, which is going to be, you see the X-ray cam, Monkeys catching Sam slipping as Vital. He's going to go down. You see a lot of hard L triggers going down from Monkeys as well to put so much damage on the members of Glory, trying to make it happen. But right now, it does look like a 3v2 in favor of Glory. Make that 3v1 as Identivs goes down. But if you look at the X-ray, multiple members are going to go in and back out of B and make that rotation. They have 200 plus points. Realistically, they should be able to win off 1. So right now, it's the game of rotations if you're Ghost, and if you're Glory, it's the game of slaying.
Yeah, so finally using numbers in her favor, Glory was able to win the team fight, and as you see, Ghost Gaming, they're still almost 15 seconds away from winning the round, and with the sound going off, it's going to be all Glory. But a flashbang going off, Vital Sam is looking to run up these stairs where Dezenite is currently hiding and backing up. He's not going to have time with 4 seconds left on the clock. They're going to have to take care of both of these hills and unable to do so. Ghost Gaming currently up 1-0 in maps and 1-0 in rounds.
Yeah, I talked about this map in general. It looks like B side, for the most part, on training grounds, there's a lot of close quarters, a lot of shotgun fights, unless you could somehow make it up top to that host spot or the overlook. And that's when you begin to put that Lancer play. You saw it was Chaos, and I do believe Sleeper kind of just shooting down from there. You see the utility grenade getting tossed towards Monkeys. And you already saw Monkeys is going over towards that B fight, so I expect him realistically to have a flash out, and you see Ghost Gaming to play with a similar or even more aggression that we've already seen in round number 1.
Yeah, those flashbangs definitely going to be extremely useful for this beginning push, and it's going to be all about timing. And the flashbang has currently been placed over in Depot. So let's see how Glory is going to go ahead and utilize that. Jumping into this next round, Glory, they're currently down 0-8 in total rounds this series. They're going to have to pick it up now.
Yep, you look.
And it's a shocker because when you take a look at this roster, this is a good make of a team. This is a
really
great
good
build.
team.
Pell had the best kill per round average last year when it came to a few tournaments. You have a champion in Soto. You have Crash, one of the best support players in the game, but they're just not able to bring it together here against Ghost Gaming.
He's actually choosing to go for a smoke. Gets the down, gets the revive as well. Ghost Gaming's Wolfpack is really strong right now. As you see, multiple members of Glory are going to fall. That's going to leave, I do believe, Pell kind of by himself to kind of scurry back and fight for his life.
Yeah, go ahead. Capping this hill, Ghost Gaming. They made it was quick work of Glory. It is absolutely not fair. Sam coming out of spawn a little bit too late, going towards the B hill. And Glory, they're not able to find an answer. They're not able, it looks like they're not comfortable with each other. And the reason why I'm saying that, it has to do all with the team fights. Both teams have flashbangs available to them, but there's only one team that's consistently coming out top with the most numbers. That's when we Ghost Gaming. Glory on their end when it comes to this initial fight, copy a little bit what Ghost Gaming is doing. When they see a player, they call them out, and you see most of the time in team fights a 2v1 instead of two separate 1v1s, which Glory usually catches themselves doing.
Yep, and it's interesting. Typically, you see teams go all the way up top to the back part of B around that cover, and usually that's where the fight goes down. But Ghost and Glory actually choosing to go up towards Overlook. They're going up top, get that high ground, get that master position, and then from there, but with drop shot inside of the B hill, that's where we're going to see typically what we have been seeing on this map for the most part.
Which team put that there?
I do believe it was Glory.
Don't say it was Glory.
It was Glory.
They haven't been able to win
Ghost
the
dropped
fight.
the smokes.
Yeah, with flashbangs coming out, Sam on Glory is going to be the first one to go, and a little bit of aggression coming in from Pell. Is not going to pay off as he goes down. Chaos and Dezo being the cleanup crew. 2v1, a double melee comes in, Crash is down, and the drop shot will soon be in Chaos's hands. This has been a 1 minute round. This was a 1 minute round.
No, it was a 33-second round. It was a 33-second round.
PR, what's the chance that Ghost Gaming wins this series 14-0?
I mean,
has this ever happened in professional gears?
No, but I already told you in the first round why it's happening. It's the Monkey's birthday boy over there. He, he got some cupcakes. He has some cake, a candle on top, and he's blowing out that wish. He wished for pure domination, and that's what we're seeing.
You see Identity's on his head smiling. This is just another day in the office, man. But you know what? With the shot grenade currently placed over near the drop shot, Glory has another utility item at their disposal. It's going to be all about strategy and timing. Now you have no excuses why you lose this team fight. It should be in your favor.
So another initial coming out. We know that drop shot is placed. We know at least 3 have utility on the side of Ghost, and 3 on the other side from God Plays. But one of their utility was a pickup on the ground, so it's 4 total for Ghost. Dezo with first blood yet again, but Sam able to get out the drop shot. Chaos wasn't able to get into help like he normally was because of the shot placement from Glory. So great heads up adaptions from these teams.
Yeah, we see them struggling a little bit, but I'd say we, get into their heads a little bit more. Let's go straight into a listening with Glory.
I'm stunned. Mid to the back, he's trying to thirst me.
Got you. Free okay, free on.
Look, how much, bro? 92, bro. Bro, come on.
Bro, you guys have a drop shot.
You don't use it.
Oh, the comp is so hectic, bro.
You guys.
Oh, it's not hectic, bro.
Hey, how did they have a shock? I don't know, bro. I literally downed one with my shock and we didn't get the kill?
No, bro. And then you said that, and then I went back into the fucking...
As soon as you down one, they just pushed over to our side because you got hurt, and then they flashed you.
Bro, these kids are holding their fucking stunts forever, bro. Like,
after listening to that, I
it's confusing.
Don't really have much to say because, I mean, look at Yeah, I'm over here smiling, looking at you say they're a bunch of babies cradling like a baby. But we talking about what did I hear from that listen, and honestly, I didn't really hear anything. There was no real rotations. You heard Soto kind of ask like, you guys had drop shot, and you hear Pell responding, it's chaotic. No one really kind of has an answer on the side of Glory, and to me, you gotta have some sort of an answer, even if it might not be the right play. You gotta try something.
Take a look at the minimap right now. So Ghost Gaming, they actually had a Marksa over in the range area. And they were sending one player over to pick up the Marksa all the way in range while the drop shot was across on the other side of the map. So being down a player, they were still able to win the initials the moment a player on Ghost Gaming picked up that Marksa. So ultimately, they're winning a 4v5 initial push.
Yep, and now Glory having almost another opportunity here simply because they kind of blocked off the shock that Ghost Gaming was using, or the extra flashbang on their side. So now they're kind of forced to have one less grenade. You see them already giving up that side. Shock kind of separating Chaos yet again. So the members of Ghost Gaming are also separated. So if Glory can't win this round, I don't really know what to say.
Yeah, a bit of Lancer power coming in. Pell is going to be able to pick up a 2K on his end. Godplay is finally picking things up, and this is the first bit of life we've seen in a while coming in from Glory. But the drop shot's going to go in Sam's hands. This is their round to lose.
Yep, 100%. They had the initial kill.
Win.
They had the opening.
Simple.
Well, I agree with you. I knew what you meant. We're on the same page because this is their round to win. Realistic, like I said, they have position, they have first blood, they have power weapon. So Ghost is going to have to make one heck of a push if they're going to make it happen.
And on board with Chaos, still able to stay alive. 11 kills, 1 death, so we see why. He's playing it oh so safe. Running into Vital. Vital's going to back up and checking for numbers. Chaos is going to find his way out of there. And staying alive is what's been working for Ghost Gaming so far, but the patience pays off once again as Monkeys is able to come right to him. But challenging the 1v1, the miss roll comes in, and Crash is going to get the best of Chaos.
Yeah, I was just pointing out to you, 11-1 for Chaos. I just cursed him without even saying a word.
You did.
I had to help out Glory somehow right now, but Vital Sam getting that drop shot, putting it to use on Identiv. So this could be an opportunity for them to kind of get more out of it. Right now, they already have the lead, but B's not in their favor. It got decapped by Ghost, and now Ghost is already making a push. They're not scared to answer back.
Oh, Sam, what a vital flank on Sleeper. Able to get the nice headshot kill. Monkeys looking to make clutch player too as Chaos picks up a shotgun kill on Crash. And yeah, Ghost Gaming wiping through Glory. At the moment, Glory had the power weapons, they had the numbers, they had the points. And just like that, Ghost Gaming, they're racking up the kills, and now they're going to be up 2-1 in the hills.
This team is something else, man.
They're persistent.
100% is Des and I running through the middle of the map. It almost looks like Ghost Gaming is doing what they want when they want, because Sam, he got a kill with the drop shot. 4 members of Ghost pushed in anyway and completely took it over.
So, taking a look at the mini-map on my screen, the drop shot will be up in 15 more seconds. And what I see on that mini-map is Glory, they don't have any clue that the weapon is going to be up. Nobody's checking their timers. So, Ghost Gaming, they're going to have the drop shot 3 seconds. And currently, with the team fight coming through, Desnard is doing his absolute best, holding down multiple players as teammates come in. Identiv's getting the down. The double kill for Identiv as he's able to clean up the kills on both Soto and Pell. With the melee to get away, he's going to wind up living. I don't know how.
Yeah, we talked about this is a round Glory should win. We saw it on map number 1. We're seeing it here again on map number 2. A map that they should win. It's just completely ripped out from under them as Ghost Gaming go ahead and get a 2-hill lead and more. As you see, roughly 10 more seconds. Glory needs a double decap. Looked like they were going to get one for a moment, but the drop shot coming in from Chaos, it's just not enough. 5-0 Ghost. That's 12 straight rounds, Veli. What do you even say if you're on the side of Glory? If you're Jackal, the coach of Glory, what are you telling your team right now to pull them back into it?
Listen, Jackal's going to have to speak up immediately, man. You're going to have to be more aggressive, especially when we have the lead and we have the best weapon on the map currently. When Glory was able to get the drop shot, we saw them playing extremely slow. They were getting, 1 kill every 10, 15 seconds. But when Ghost Gaming ever had the power weapons or Marxes in their hands, they were swarming through the map in numbers. So when it came to playing the cat and mouse game, Ghost Gaming, they got the best of Glory. Whenever they were down in numbers, they ran away. You saw Chaos with 1 death, staying alive, even though all of his team members are down. And he's putting in shots to not get into fights, but to distract certain members on Glory to where they wouldn't advance because they still had to watch their back.
Yeah, we talked about Gears 4 being kind of the game of goons, throw a smoke, get loose. Gears 5, man. It's kind of very similar with it being aggressive, but you have to have controlled strategic aggression, kind of like what you said. And that's what Ghost Gaming is kind of exhibiting here. They're not necessarily pushing everything, but they're calculating. They're forming pushes, and then they're doing it together on the same page. You see flashbangs coming out. Chaos with a huge flank again to get first blood on Vital, but the damage kind of has been done. The rest of the members of Ghost ran up top, get control of that as well. So only 2 members of Glory kind of remain here.
Yeah, Godplay saw the flank coming ahead. I don't know if he was able to call that out or if his teammate was able to hear it, but the flank was successful. Pretty much a standstill, and here goes the push coming in from Identivs, and another player, yeah, it's going to be Des9 from Ghost Gaming. And full red, Godplay is going to find himself in a 1v3. One player supporting against him, 2 Nashers. There is nothing he could absolutely do, and Ghost Gaming will immediately get the drop shot and that mid-hill.
Yeah, we see it back rolling quickly, using their numbers to their advantage, not letting anybody get a 1v1 fight. Triple cap opportunity coming out for Ghost, and they're going to seal the deal. Crash not able to get that touch. 6-0. That's 13 straight rounds.
What do you do? What do you do?
You win a round somehow?
What do you do? This
you can't get a shutout.
What do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and be a Glory fan for the rest of this to see how many rounds they can kind of pull together here. I'm gonna give them my energy. Honestly,
Glory, take my energy.
It might not even be enough. It might be. I don't know.
There's really nothing they can do. Like, their gameplay, their play style is so weak against Ghost Gaming's culture as a team. Ghost Gaming, they swarm, they're persistent, and they always fight in big numbers. Meanwhile, Glory, they're more of a passive, hey, we'll try to catch one player, off here or there, and yet another flank comes in from Ghost Gaming. It's Des9 is able to get 1 kill, opening things up for Identivs. As Godplays goes down, leaving Pell all alone in a 1v2 scenario.
Wow, nice spacing by Chaos, kind of faking him out, making him stay, taking another shot, and then kind of cleaning it up from there, and that's where he's causing pressure up the top side. Unfortunately for Monkeys, he's going to get taken down by Pell, but the damage from Ghost has been done. They get E, they get the power position over towards the Overlook, and look at the Bull Talk in the hands of Chaos. From this spot, that Bull Talk is going to do damage. It's only a matter of time.
So Chaos currently saving his shots right now, currently 5 in the Bull Talk. Knowing that he's able to headshot from across the map, he's extremely accurate, but he's looking for an individual that's getting up. The Pepperins to support fire from Glory, but it's silent across the map. You don't hear any gunfire except coming from Chaos. Glory, they're not fighting back. They're being passive. They're choked in on their side of the map.
You see Chaos just kind of taking his time. Luckily for Glory, there's no Botox ammo on the map, so once it's gone, it's gone. Oh my gosh, not lucky for Glory at all. Never mind. Yeah. I take it back. Crash Pell taken out by that drop shot. Chaos. He making a smart play. He says, I'll let my teammates clean it up. I'll go ahead and threaten with this triple cap. Kind of Mr. Krabs.
This series against Glory. 7-0, map 1, 7-0, map number 2 on Training Ground.
Kind of see why. They're our #1 seeds, MVP of the match. Respawns 5, Caps breaks 11-3, and you look at Sleeper 17-3, but 27 kills from Monkeys. Having a blast here.
In 7 rounds, 2 players on Glory only have 4 kills. 4 kills. I believe every single player on Ghost Gaming had more kills than those 2 players combined.
Ouch.
Man, you know what? It's a learning lesson. Yep. This is just this is just invitation. It's $200,000. This is the first time we've ever been hands-on with this game, so there's a lot to learn. They know what they need to work on now heading into the release of Gears 5, and can't wait to see what they do in the future.
And just unfortunate because I talked about it to many of you guys before and after during the show. This game's going to come down to which teams have the chemistry that are quickest to adapt, and realistically, Ghost, they've been together for months now, and this team kind of formed. Like I spoke about it. You need those repetitions under your belt.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it from the Latin American Kings beating Glory 2-0. Coming up next, we're going to send this over to the analyst desk.
¡Woo! 7-0 otra vez, cabrón. ¡Órale, güey!